Okay, in this video we'll begin to go through the homework exercises, and we want to recall that the slope-intercept form of a linear equation is y equals mx plus b. When we're given the slope and the y-intercept, it's a pretty straightforward task. We're just going to substitute 2 for m, 9 for b, and we get y equals 2x plus 9. Going on to number 4, if the slope is 0, that's m, and the y-intercept is, that's 5, so that's b, and we get y is equal to 0x plus 5. Recall that 0 times x is 0, so what we really have is just the equation y equals 5, which is a horizontal line whose slope is 0. Number 5, y is equal to negative 3x plus 0. So here we have the case where the y-intercept is 0. We don't even need to write it. So y is equal to negative 3x would be the simplest way of writing that equation. Y is equal to negative 7x plus 1. And so that brings us through the first 4 exercises. Okay, in the next set of exercises we want to start from a graph. And we've seen examples of these. I'm going to label my points from left to right. x1, y1, x2, y2. I'm going to calculate my slope. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equal to y2 is 3 minus y1 is 2 over x2 is 3 minus x1 is 0, so we end up with 1 over 3, which we could have also calculated from the graph. So the slope is 1/3. We can see that the y-intercept is equal to 2. We write our equation. Y is equal to 1/3 x plus 2. Number 10. Label my points x1, y1, x2, y2, and m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is 2 minus y1 is 3 over x2 is 4 minus x1 is 0, and this time we're going to get a slope of negative 1/4. We can see that the line is going down from left to right, so that makes sense, and the y-intercept is right there. B is equal to 3. Construct the equation. Y equals negative 1/4 x plus 3. And we'll go on from there. Next we have 4 examples where we're given 2 pair of points. I'm going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. Find my slope. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and y2 is 10 minus y1 is 1 over x2 is 0 minus x1 is 3, so we end up with 9 over negative 3, or a slope of negative 3. The y-intercept is the y value when x is 0, so b is equal to 10. We put the pieces together, we get y is equal to negative 3x plus 10. Okay, moving on from that. Label my points x1, y1, x2, y2, m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is negative 5 in this case. y1 is 7 over x2 is 0 minus x1 is 2. So I would definitely use my calculator to make sure I don't make any mistakes here. But I get a negative 12 over a negative 2, which should give me a positive 6. And again, I can see my y-intercept is the y-coordinate when x is 0. So b is equal to negative 5. And my equation is y equals 6x minus 5. Great. All right, going on to example 15. Label x1, y1, x2, y2. m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is negative 4 minus y1 is negative 4. Notice the two y values are the same. Picture a line where all the y coordinates are the same. It is a horizontal line, and that means that my slope is going to be 0 over negative 2, which is 0. Horizontal line, 0. I can see my y-intercept, b equals negative 4. The equation is simply y equals negative 4. It has a 0 slope there. All right, we'll go on to the final one. I'll rewrite these points over here. Give myself a little more room. Negative 6 comma 0 and 0 comma negative 24. Label the points x1, y1, x2, y2. m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is negative 24 minus y1, which is 0, over x2, which is 0, minus x1, which is negative 6, and we get negative 24 over positive 6, or m is equal to negative 4. The y-intercept is the y value when x is 0, and so putting the pieces together, y is equal to negative 4x minus 24. And so we have a number of examples of that. All right, and we'll stop this video at this point and pick up with the next set of exercises.